What's your most unpopular travel opinion?
No one in an airport knows how to form a line that isn't somehow in someone else's way. You know you're not sitting in first class. Put your muscle shirt away. Like it's fine.
Put your muscle shirt away.
You're not.
That it shouldn't be an opinion. That should just be a
That's
blanket
just
rule.
facts of
Yeah.
how it works.
Welcome back, Galley Gang. We are so excited for another episode of Two Guys on a Plane. The fun thing about travel is that everybody has an opinion.
That's the fun thing.
That's the fun thing. The oh so fun thing. Everybody has an opinion, whether you're a flight attendant, you're a pilot, you're just someone who travels once in a blue moon. Everybody feels like they know the best way to do something and the best opinion about travel. So on today's episode, we asked the audience, what's your most unpopular travel opinion? We posted this on Threads and we got a fun list for us to explore today together. And we'll tell you if we agree or not. You know, we love sharing our opinion too.
Before we dig into this list, though, Rich, how's flying been this week?
Flying this week has been an absolute nightmare. Just nightmare.
I wasn't expecting that.
No, I bet you weren't. And you know what? Neither was I. That's why I went to work. I thought I was going to have a nice week of work, and I did not have a nice week of work. It was like a perfect storm of events this week where it was like everything that could happen happened.
Yeah.
And
I love those days.
it was exhausting. It was like, I was working this turn and one of our flight attendants got removed from the turn, like last minute, like minutes before boarding was supposed to happen. And she was going through something very traumatic and personal. And that's understandable. You shouldn't be flying a long day if you're going through something. But that first thing, I was like, this is going to be one of those days, isn't it? Like, where just things keep happening. And it was one of those days. And so they replaced that person with a new flight attendant who's now the lead flight attendant on their very first trip, serving meals in first class. And it was just everything just kind of snowballed from there. So we were doing just a lot of extra work. And don't get me wrong, I love having new hires. I love being that go-to person for them where they can ask whatever question they want, no matter how big or small. But I'm not gonna lie, like having someone who's brand new can be a lot of extra work.
It's exhausting.
It can be
Truthfully.
exhausting.
Um, and through no fault of their own. but
Right. No, because there really is such a lack of training when it comes to certain aspects of the job. And so it was a lot of extra patience. We were full. It was a high time island turn. So, like, those are already a lot of work
they're
anyway.
already a lot of work.
And it was a lot in one day. And it was one of those things where, like, by the end of the day, I was like, I don't get paid enough, which I do. I get paid enough. I just topped out last year.
And
Like,
I don't know if it's a training thing or not. Like I know that service isn't the most touched on thing, but I think for new hires, it's the repetitiveness of our job.
yeah.
Like boarding is so overwhelming. Like there's just a lot. And until you like learn how to manage that flow, like getting that jumbled up in your brain and getting all of that out is so difficult to manage because you have so much up here and you're like, oh wait, I have 10 minutes to do all of
Exactly.
like this 100 things. Like, oh shit. That's a lot.
Yeah, and it's crazy. Like our workload, especially during like boarding and departure procedures and things like that, it's a lot.
Yeah.
And until you really do it for yourself the first time, like grasping how many things need to be
You can
done,
learn the flow, you can hear the flow, but until you have done the flow like
bingo.
several times to like put your own like how all of these things work, it's just a lot of jumbled information that you're like, wait, what am I supposed to be doing
Right.
now?
And people don't realize, like passengers definitely don't realize how much time they spend explaining very like what happens so quickly in our life,
Mhm.
in our jobs, I mean, in our life also. But like those boarding procedures, like you spend days learning,
Yeah.
you know, what you're supposed to be doing during boarding, what your pre-flight checks are, what, you know, closing the door looks like, what arming the door looks like, what monitoring challenge is, closing the flight deck door, when you do that, how you do that, who does that.
I always tell new hire flight attendants to like switch into the lead position. Like if somebody will let you switch into it, because if you can master that like lead
Mhm.
position,
You can do
because on
anything.
top of all of the
Yeah.
procedures, you have pilots asking you questions, you have rampers asking you questions, you have ground crew like gate agents asking you questions. Like there's just so much to manage, and so
Yep.
like if you can become a good like A
Yeah.
flight attendant or lead flight attendant, the rest of the
Yeah.
positions are so easy. But there's so much to be doing, and
Mhm.
so many people coming at you that you're like,
Yep.
uh, uh.
Exactly.
So
Your
like
head
it's
is
just a lot
spinning.
of
Yeah.
extra training trying to help get that person to be like, slow down. You manage the
Yep.
time right now. You manage the other people.
Mhm.
Figure all of that out.
Yeah. It was just like a sequence of days where like every day
Yeah,
there was like
was
a new
something new.
adventure. And as much as we love that part of the
I
job,
don't
it's
love the choose your
I
own
don't
adventure
always
part.
no. And I mean, we were lucky, you know, everybody was really nice, but it was a lot of work.
Yeah.
That last week of work was a lot of
I'm
work. But
sorry.
no,
Glad you survived it.
me too. How was your week of flying?
Uh, it was kind of emo. I
Did you say
It was
emo?
kind of a little emo.
Okay.
I
Let's get
fly with
emo.
friends, and I have a friend that is going through a lot right now, and they were on the plane with us, and we decided to wig out in support. So, um, they brought a bunch of wigs, and the whole crew, like in support of this person, decided to wig out. So we were changing wigs and just had a really fun time, while also quite emo, knowing your friend's going
Mhm.
through something in real life, and it makes it challenging to like put that aside, but also it was a fun way to like bring it to work and show support.
Well, as someone who saw many, many snaps from that day of flying, I think it's so beautiful that your friend has to wear a wig to work and that everyone rallied around her. And they were like, well, if you have to wear a wig, then we're going to do it
We're
too.
doing it with you.
And I love all the
We're
varieties of
don't wear it.
wigs.
Let's
Like,
do
I
it.
just, right.
We changed like 3 times during the flight, to the point where passengers noticed, and they loved what we were doing.
I love that because it's such a uniquely flight attendant thing
Oh, that's what yes,
where
it's a
like
hundred
you get
percent.
to do this for your friend with your friend, but
Mhm.
also involving the passengers in a way because they're like, okay, you walked down with this red wig a minute ago and now you're a blonde. And like you guys are rotating wigs out, right?
Yeah.
Like everyone is kind of doing a different thing
Yeah.
just to see who's paying attention.
Uh-huh.
And I just thought that was so cool.
What's funny is that the pilot wasn't paying attention. He was like, "Oh, wait, is that a wig?"
Of course. Of course.
She was like, "Sir, this is the 3rd one I've had on today. Yes.
That
Yes,
just
it's a
goes to
wig."
show how, like, as much as we love our pilots, like, how much interaction sometimes we have. Because I mean, I can tell you the back of their head.
Yeah,
I can tell you what the back of their
it's
heads
funny.
look like,
I
but I don't
just
see their faces a lot.
Yeah. I just love that everybody joined in and
No,
made a
it's
day of it,
beautiful.
and it was really fun.
It's really great that you're able to support her, and she's a beautiful human being, and we love her dearly,
Yeah.
and I'm glad you got to have that experience.
Mhm.
But
So work was good
unpopular
this week.
yeah.
So now let's talk about unpopular.
Let's talk about the unpopular travel opinions because you know you got them.
Uh,
Do you have any unpopular travel opinions that you wanna share off the bat?
the way to put me on the spot.
Oh,
No, I
no.
don't. You?
All of your travel opinions are
I
popular.
think probably, yes, but I think that, my unpopular travel opinion, is that you can make a better line in an airport than you do. I don't know why people need to, like, block the whole
Oh,
terminal. You all know my opinion on this. It's
that
not the
is
first time I've said this.
no, this
I
is so
gripe about it
popular.
all the time on this podcast.
Why
Why can you not make a form a line that doesn't block everyone else's way?
why wouldn't you try to make it hug a wall
Right.
versus right into the middle of the
Mhm.
concourse?
Yeah.
Into the middle of the concourse.
And it's not just the getting on the plane lines, it's the food lines, it's the bathroom lines. Like literally, no one in an airport knows how to form a line that isn't somehow in someone else's way.
This happened to me off the plane I was at 30th Street Station going to New York, getting on
Oh,
Amtrak to go see, of course, the Kelly Clarkson show because I'm a diehard fan, as you all know. And I the line turned like around this corner and went back and then got so long that it looped around this corner, but people were just like instead of looping back around, it just became this like pile of people in a corner and I was like, should we all go this way?" And the girl in front of me looked at me like I was crazy, and she's like, "We're in line." And I was like, "Right, I'm trying to make a better line." And I was like trying to explain to her, like, if we loop this way, then the line can keep continuing to grow rather than this confusing pile of people over here where it doesn't make any sense. And sure enough, who got screwed? Me.
you.
Because I was the one trying to make the line better, and like 30 people cut me, and because then no one was on board. And I
I
was like,
just
you know what?
do
Never
we
mind.
not play follow the leader in elementary school anymore? Do we not conga line enough anymore? Like I don't understand what happened to society, but like how did we get to a point where we don't even know how to form a line?
I don't know, but I wanna start a whole another podcast episode about this, and it's
I just want
called
to
The
start a
Art of
whole
Line Forming.
I just want to start a whole nother podcast
Yeah.
about this.
No, same, because that's annoying as hell. Um,
What about you? Any immediate unpopular opinions?
my immediate thought on unpopular travel opinions is, non-existent because I put you on the spot so I didn't have to. And
And you didn't think I was gonna return that favor, sir?
I know, I
We've been
know.
married too
Too long,
long.
too long. 9 years, my
Okay, you don't have to
friend.
have a popular opinion, but give me one. Give me an
All
unpopular
right.
opinion.
First up, you should have to complete an airport and airplane etiquette course before being allowed to book a ticket.
That's not an unpopular opinion. That is a very popular opinion in the aviation world, and aviation employees all agree with you that you should have to know.
I want to say yes, but all I can think about is the trainings that we do as flight attendants and the people that need to hear them and read them and understand them are the ones who are like, next, 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 click, click, click. I'm not reading any of this material and I'm
Oh,
going to
so
keep going.
you're the reason that these trainings, each slide takes 45 minutes now.
Yeah, probably. But I'm just saying the people who really need these things are the people who are gonna pay the least amount
Oh,
of
or
attention
so
to them.
confidently believe that they're good
E
travelers.
exactly. That's exactly what I mean. And, like, so the people that could benefit from
Are
some
never
sort of,
going
like,
to,
here are the do's
correct.
and don'ts, like, for
Yes.
example, our podcast, the bad passengers out there are not listening to this. The good passengers are, I know, because they tell us, and we love you for it.
Yeah.
But
I recently had, like, a couple non-flight attendants come up and be like,
mhm,
"You podcast is making me a really good
yep.
traveler," and I'm like,
Like,
"Good.
yep.
Thank you for
I'm like
following along and listening."
one passenger at a time.
Yeah.
That's our new
One
tagline.
passenger at a time.
But yeah, no, I as much as I love the concept, the people that need it wouldn't pay attention and wouldn't change.
Yeah.
So, what's next?
You get what you paid for.
Okay, broad,
Yes.
but true. Like,
To a point,
yeah,
maybe.
I don't know. I feel like there's so many upcharges, right? In our industry, there's bag fees, there's seat change fees, there's so many fees. So like to some degree, yeah, you get what you pay for. You know when you sign up what you're getting.
As someone who started with a regional though, and current like, I just feel like in the grand scheme of things from one airplane to the next, you shouldn't really feel a difference once you're on the plane, right? Like
Yeah.
flight attendants are there for safety. Our training isn't really customer service. So I I feel like we all strive to offer the best product for our airlines and within the rules that we work with for our airlines. But I just feel like this you get what you paid for. I don't think you should feel a difference on the airplane from like ULCC, legacy, regional. I just feel like most flight attendants strive to give the best possible
Mhm.
experience. So I I don't like this "you get what you paid for" because I can't help what my airline is charging for a ticket,
I
and I
see your
can't
point there.
I
Yeah.
mean, even if you are flying a legacy, like, everybody paid a different fare depending on when you booked. I just this whole, like, "you get what you paid for," it's a no for
I
me.
see it as more of a practical thing of like, okay, especially for airlines where like ULCCs where there is a charge for like a
Yeah,
lot of little things.
right.
You understand you get the carry-on because you paid for it, or you get the soda because you paid for it, like
You didn't
stuff
read the
like
fine
that.
print, and that's your fault, and you
Right.
get what you paid for. I
That's how I
understand
take
that,
this.
and that's fair.
Yeah.
Read the fine print because it's not just ULCCs right now, like, legacies are even doing it where they have fares that are, like, 40 bucks, but you still need to pay for everything, so, like,
Right.
understand what you're paying for, but that you get what you paid for, I think is a bad rap.
That's fair. And mom, if you're listening, a ULCC is an ultra low cost carrier, which is one of the more a la carte type airlines where you pay for seat selection, you pay for your bags, you pay for your carry-ons, you pay for your snacks and drinks and all that sort of stuff. So that's just one type of airline that exists out there.
Yeah. Okay, what's next?
Services like clear and first class seats buy you to the front of the line, and that's okay.
Yeah, I think that harkens back to what you get what you pay for,
Yeah,
right? If you wanna pay for the clear service, if you wanna pay for global entry, if you wanna pay for pre-check, if you wanna pay for the first class seat, like, those things help you get where you're going quicker. That's where I feel like you get what you paid for.
yeah,
Get up front, get in the front of the line, get on the airplane first. Do it.
agreed.
Every airline is different. Just because they allowed it on A doesn't mean that B allows it.
I like this one
Mhm.
because I it probably is an unpopular opinion, but we get this a lot as flight attendants. You've got people who are like, "Well, they let me do it on the last airline." And it's like there are certain airlines with certain policies and we're not all the same. While at our core, we do the same obviously thing.
Yeah.
There are a lot of differences between airlines, and that's why it's so important to know who you're flying on, to read the fine print, check their website for policy details and information so that you don't walk in and go, well, this happened last time, you know? Like I think about on my airline, there are certain rows where like drinks are included and things like that, or a certain status gets certain things. And so people forget that and go on another airline and they're like, well, last time I got this thing for free. And it's like, that was a different airline, that was a different seat, and you were a different passenger on that airline.
Regional stews are gonna feel this way more than anyone else
Oh, yeah.
because as a regional stew, that was my biggest pet peeve was because people would walk on with these full roller boards, and, like, most of our airplanes don't accommodate roller
Mhm.
bags. We have gate
Right, like
check
the CRJs and
policy.
stuff,
The
yeah.
CRJs, they don't even accommodate check bags, like, there's a whole gate check procedure for most of them, and passengers would fight you so hard and be like, "It fit on my last airplane." Right, but you came in from London on a
Right.
787 and now you're on a CRJ 200. Babe, they're not the same plane. Calm down,
Right.
follow the procedure for checking your bag. No, it doesn't fit today, I promise. But pop off. Try
Boarding early isn't a flex.
it.
We've talked about this a couple times because we like, if I don't have to be on the airplane, I don't wanna
No,
be. Why do
no,
I wanna be crammed in a seat with
no.
somebody? But I do feel like it is kind of a flex if you have status at the airline and you have bags that you wanna bring on or whatever, like, I understand that perspective, but I'm not sure that I feel that way about everybody. Like
Yeah, the boarding zones and the boarding groups, and I'll never understand why zone 10 needs to like pop up when first class is being called. Like,
right.
you know, you're not sitting in first class, put your muscle shirt away. Like, it's fine.
Put your muscle shirt away.
You're not, stop it. Go
Oh my
sit down and
god.
wait.
Somebody's been to Montego
You're
Bay
really just
recently.
make the, I just don't, it's really one of those confusing parts in my life where everyone has an idea on how airlines or the staff at airlines can make things better, but
Mhm.
then also don't want to follow the rules that are put in place that are there to make it better. So like
Preach.
we've called zone 1 and zone 9 is crowding the gate area to where zone 1 can't get on the airplane and then they're like I just don't know why they don't load back to front. Well, you can't even follow this rule. How or this policy. How you're not gonna be able to follow that one either.
Yep.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's all humans, and you all feel like we're stupid. So
I'm with you on that. I mean, boarding early, maybe not the flex you think it is.
it's not a
Like,
flex at all.
sit down,
Correct.
pay attention.
And then you're gonna gripe and stand in our galleys and do yoga because you've been sitting for too long. Like, stay off the plane. Getting to the airport 3 hours early is unnecessary.
I would agree with that. I don't think that's an unpopular opinion. Um, I do think there's certain situations and certain airports where you should have that in mind. Um, but I don't think that's a general flat rule across the board. I think you need to know what kind of flight you're getting on, what time they board, what airport you're at, how busy they are that time of day, and factor those things in. I think that's kind of a moving variable for me.
As someone who likes to be at the airport 3 hours early for, like, personal travel, I just feel like you know who you are as a traveler. Do you, be you. Don't judge somebody if that's what they need. Unpopular opinion or not, like, show up 3 hours prior, show up 40 minutes prior. You know who you are and what you need.
Yeah, I understand both perspectives, and I do feel like this is one of those things that really just varies person to person, and that's okay.
Yeah.
If you're type A and you want to be there 4 hours early to suss everything out, go
Yeah.
for it.
I need
But
coffee, I need a snack, I need to make sure that the gate exists.
all
Like,
the
all of
things,
those things are important to me.
not every trip needs to be packed with activities, and going with the flow is okay.
That should be a very popular opinion.
I, former me, would disagree. But you have taught me to
Mhm.
lean into the, like, go with the flow vibe. I used to be very type A. Itinerary was planned down to the minute. I wanna cram in 7 museums and a concert and a walking tour and whatever, and I feel like we found a really good, healthy
We
compromise
have.
where it's like, "Okay, let's make a list for this destination of, like, overall experiences or specific destinations that we wanna visit, make sure so we plop in 1 or 2 a day while we're here, but none of this, like, managing a
Run, run,
very,
run, 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 run,
like,
run.
minute by minute
Yeah.
schedule because it's not fun, and that's not how you learn the culture
Right.
of a community
Yep.
either. Like, you w wanna be as much of a local as you can while you're there, which I know you can't really be as a tourist, but it is really nice to be like, okay, I see local people get up and they have their coffee and they sit here for a while and they talk and you meet people and you make community. And that's a lot more fun than like the go, 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 hop on, hop off situation. Like, that's just not the best way to see a place. And we really like to experience people, places, and things.
Yeah. I was on a jump seat the other day and somebody was like, "I'm really curious what kind of traveler you are." And I was like, "What?" I mean, it's vibes. And they were like, "You have no plan?" And I was like, "Nope.
You have a husband with a plan.
I have a husband with a plan, but I am just there for vibes." So I'm just vibing. He was like, "You don't have like things you want to do?" And I was like, "It's all vibes." I land in a city and I'm like, "Oh, that building looks fun. Let's roll." It drives my husband crazy because he would really like me to plan a trip and take more control, but I'm a vibes person.
It's kind of a double-edged sword though, because as much as I'm like, "Oh, I wish he would take over one time and, like, plan out a trip," part of me is also just a control freak enough that I'm like, "Thank God you're not," because the whole time I would be like, "What is he doing? Why are we doing this? What's going on?" Whereas the itinerary, like, being a kind of a control freak, this bodes well for me that
Yeah,
you're not like this.
yeah, I know it does.
Opposites attract for
They
a
do
reason.
for a reason.
If you didn't pay to sit together, you should not expect strangers to switch seats for you.
That should be a popular opinion.
That it shouldn't be an opinion. That should just be a
That's
blanket
just
rule.
facts of
Yeah.
how it works with assigned seating.
I mean, I it doesn't hurt to ask, and it's totally okay to ask, but to then be mad about the situation is where I draw the line
Yeah.
because they had their option to choose their seats and pay for their seat, which means you did too. And because you didn't read the fine print or look at the seat map or figure any of this out prior to boarding, the responsibility does fall back on you at the end of the day. So yeah,
And maybe you got in
opinion,
late,
no,
and maybe you
fact,
got in late
yes.
and the seats weren't available together. It's really okay to ask. it just always concerns me because maybe I don't understand, but, like, I don't need to be on top of you all the time, but I swear, if we sold seats where people could sit on top of each other, some of these couples would share a seat, like,
Mhm.
they would share an actual seat together.
Alarming. Absence makes the heart grow fonder, guys. Spend some time apart.
Correct. Read a book. 3 hours is not gonna kill you. If there's a baggage weight limit, that's not a suggestion, that's a requirement.
This feels like, again,
Also a popular
not an
opinion.
opinion.
Yeah.
This just
It's
the
just
rules. The
facts.
rules are the rules.
Yeah, yeah. Whether you understand it or not, it really doesn't change the fact that there are reasons that we do things. Getting an airplane up in the air, we've talked about it before, is a big math equation. So
Right.
it's all important, we
Yeah.
promise.
And again, these things are rooted in safety. This isn't like your personal opinion of like, well, I'm 2 pounds over the limit. Okay, well, if everyone's 2 pounds over the limit, we have a weight and balance problem. Like
Right.
there's really important factors here that are rooted in safety. It's not just your vanity.
Exactly it. Yes.
Next up, window seat is not the best option. Lovely for the view, but not so much when you get up. I've always been an aisle seat person. I think you are too. Unless the row is open, I want to look out the window. I want the view. But like if the flight is full, I get claustrophobic in the window. And I think it's because we're flight attendants too. Like we usually have the power is probably the wrong word to use, but the ability to roam the cabin, for the most part. And that kind of freedom is nice. So as a passenger being trapped, I really, really hate the feeling.
Yeah, I mean, the windows are all over the place, so I can see the magic of the airplane
Right.
flying from, like, anywhere up there. But I do like the ability to roam way better than being trapped in a window seat. I have a strong stomach, so I don't care what anyone says. I'm going to drink the airplane coffee, and yeah, I know it's not even great coffee.
This is the best one for you to read of the two of us because you do not have a
Oh,
strong
no, it's weak
stomach.
as fuck. It is the weakest thing you've ever seen.
um, but with that being said,
I also drink the airplane coffee, so you don't even need a strong stomach to do
I was gonna
it.
say some airlines have decent coffee.
Yeah.
Mine's not one of them.
Mine is. It's
But
great
yeah,
coffee. I love it a lot.
yeah. I mean, there is this like rumor hack opinion that airplane water is gross, and I get it. It's rooted in fact because those tanks are probably gross. But again, we're not germaphobe people, so like if you want a cup of coffee, drink it, but just don't expect it to be the best cup of coffee you've ever had.
What do you mean we're not germaphobe people?
We're not germaphobe
Oh,
people.
one of us is a germaphobe.
Since when?
Since always. I don't like other people's grodies. I
I didn't
just
say you had to like it, but you're not like gonna like wash down the seat when you
no.
get into it and
Correct.
things like that.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, there's a difference between like germs are bad because we're humans
yeah.
and like being a full on germaphobe.
Okay, fair, fair, fair.
You don't need that many clothes or shoes. I mean, I get it. I agree with it. Am I going to follow it? Absolutely not. I'm going to pack as many shoes and clothes as I want, and you're just going to have to live with it.
And if I need a ball gown, I need a ball gown, and you don't have any business being in my suitcase.
Right? Like, why did I pack 3 ponchos? Did you see me in a poncho? No, but I
Probably 2
had
of
them.
them.
I had them.
Probably 2 of them.
I don't know. I try not to yuck anybody's yum if I can help it,
Yeah.
but overpacking sucks, but we're all guilty of it, you know? It's like
Yeah.
you just really never know what you're gonna need on
There
the
are
trip.
so many unknowns when you're traveling
Yeah,
too that, like,
agreed.
it's really hard to, like, limit the things.
Yep,
Because as much as other people would disagree, vacation is a fashion show. This is where you put on your best of everything to, like,
yeah.
go out and, like, Instagram it all up.
Which is why I don't understand when we went on the Virgin Voyage's first ever creator cruise as influencers, I packed garbage. I packed gym shorts. I don't go to the gym, shocker.
Doesn't.
And t-shirts.
Uh-huh.
No need for that. And t-shirts, and I look like an absolute bum walking around the ship. And these people were dressed
I
to the
just really loved
nines.
that you packed, like, blue gym shorts and a black t-shirt. Like, none of it
None
was,
of
like,
it
meant to go
matched. Like
together.
people were probably like Who's that sad little straight man wandering the ship? He must be someone's plus one. Yeah, I did a really bad job preparing for that.
So unfortunately, Rich will never underpack ever again because of this one experience.
I done messed up.
We will be
I
traveling
done messed up.
fully stuffed. Every bag will be bursting at the seams from
Yeah.
now on.
And that was the end of our career as influencers.
It's no secret. Like, I think we tell everyone we feel like we're really bad influencers for
We're
that
terrible
reason because we
influencers.
really like to live our own life.
Yeah.
I forget that it's important that you know what I'm eating.
Yeah.
Um,
I also am really bad at like posting in the moment. Like I wait days because I'm living in the moment. I want to
Yeah.
enjoy the experience. And so like I remember I was posting stuff like a week after the cruise and people were like, "How long is this cruise?" I was like, "Oh, I'm later gramming it. I'm not posting in real time because I was like in the moment." But it was like 3 weeks of like cruise content and people were like, "Are you still on the boat?" like as if we'd like moved on from
I
our
ran into
apartment.
another flight attendant and they were like, "Oh, did you just get home this morning?" And I was
Yeah.
like,
No.
"No."
I've been home for weeks.
She was like, "You had cruise content up
Yeah,
today."
this
And I was
morning.
like,
Yeah.
"Mm-hmm, sure did."
The magic of social media.
We're not in the moment, people. So don't, our Instagram doesn't tell you where we really are.
Oh, it's so funny. All right. Let's do one last
And
one.
you know what it is? Clapping when the plane lands isn't weird, it's wholesome. And I wholeheartedly disagree with you. It's weird AF. It's weird AF.
I can't
Why are we
explain
doing it?
the opinion that I have on this, but it's only okay when San Juan does it.
Only okay.
For some reason, I think it's beautiful every time like Puerto Rican passengers clap when they land in
I
San
just
Juan. I'm
learned
like, they
that
just
it's rooted in a superstition, and that's why it's beautiful to
I think
me.
that's why I respect it so much.
Correct.
Because I'm like, this is cultural for you. I applaud you for this.
Because we would be doing it if we were on a boat too. We like it has
They
yeah, yeah.
do
It has
on
something to
boats.
do with the Bermuda Triangle and the fact that they like didn't get lost. That's
Oh,
my understanding of the
okay.
superstition and why we clap on San Juan.
Interesting.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, like
If we're wrong, tell us, but that's my understanding of the superstition.
right. But when I'm flying from like Philly to Chicago
Don't clap.
and people are like some
Yeah, yeah,
like random middle-aged white dude is clapping, I'm like, sir, check your text messages or something. Do something else. I don't know. I can't explain it. Um, but anyways, that's it for unpopular opinions on today's episode. If you have any unpopular opinions of your own, though, please make sure to join our threads conversation about it and share your own with us, or tap the show notes link and you can text us and send us all of your lovely travel opinions that are popular or unpopular. And for more behind the scenes content, bonus footage, and exclusive merch for the Galley Gang as a member of our podcast, go to twoguysonAplane.com. That's a lie. Go to patreon.com/twoguysonAplane and sign up for our exclusive membership where you can support our show and get lots of fun benefits in the process.
Thanks for joining us today. We'll see you next time for more humor, heart, and stories from our beverage crew.